Now see, today we will start chapter number 3 of standard 9 CBSE. Chapter number 3, that is the coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry. Now see, what do you mean by coordinate geometry? In 8th standard also you have learned some concept of coordinate geometry. Actually, coordinate geometry is a special type of geometry which can be studied with the help of algebra. It is not a plane geometry, it is not a solid geometry, but geometry which can be studied with the help of algebra, we call it as a coordinate geometry. In standard 8, what are the important concepts you have learned? You have studied, number 1, how to locate point. Locate a point on a number line, okay, that you have learned. Number line matlab it is a R1, one-dimensional coordinate geometry. Also you have learned how to describe the position of point on a line. How to describe position of point on a line, okay? On a line, on a number line, okay? Both things you have learned in your standard 8. In standard, this is a one-dimensional coordinate geometry. In standard 9, you are going to learn how to describe position of point with reference to two lines, right? How to describe the position of point with reference to two lines, with reference to two lines. Two lines which are perpendicular to each other. 8 may only one number line. Here you are going to concern with two number line and both are perpendicular to each other in a plane. Blackboard is a plane. Okay. This plane where two perpendicular lines are drawn, this plane we call it as a, this plane is called Cartesian plane. What is called? Cartesian plane. We are going to describe position of point with reference to two lines which are perpendicular to each other in a plane, and this plane we call it as a Cartesian plane. And this idea was invented by Descartes. This idea was invented by Descartes, mathematician Descartes, and so the name of this plane we call it as a Cartesian plane. Here we take two lines. One we call it as x dash and another is y dash. X dash we call it as a x axis and y dash we call it as a y axis, okay? Two lines, okay? One line is x dash ox and another line is y dash oy. like this. Actually I can call it as x dash x also. O is a origin. Two lines. This one line is x to x dash and another is y dash o y. X dash x. This line matlab two direction, both way it can be extended, is called x-axis, and y dash y, line y dash y, is called y-axis. They should be perpendicular to each other. X-axis is a horizontal. X-axis is always drawn horizontal line, and y-axis, x-axis is a horizontal line and y-axis is a vertical line extended in both direction. Okay, and where the two line meets, the point where two line meets, is called origin. Okay, now let us see the figure. See, I draw two line. One is horizontal. This line I call it as x dash x, and one is vertical. This line is called y dash y, and where they meet each other we call it as O. O is called origin, whose coordinates are called 0, 0. Matlab x coordinate is also 0. First entry is called x coordinate. Second entry is called y coordinate. So, coordinates of origin are 0, 0. Positive numbers lies in a direction of OX. X coordinate की positive numbers lies on the direction of OX. In direction of OX, we take all positive numbers. It is a positive direction of x-axis. This is a negative direction of y-axis. This is positive direction of y-axis, and this is negative direction of y-axis. So, OX dash and OY dash are negative direction of x and y-axis respectively, and OX and OY, these are the direction of positive direction of x and y-axis respectively. Okay, these axes divide the plane into four parts. How many? These axes divide the plane. This is a plane where we have drawn these two mutually perpendicular line. So the axes divide the plane into four parts. Each part is called quadrant. Each part is called quadrant. So altogether plane are divided into 6 parts. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant, x-axis and y-axis. Okay, this is my first quadrant. This is called first quadrant, where both x and y are positive. This is called second quadrant. This is called third quadrant, and this is called fourth quadrant. Horizontal line is called x-axis, vertical line is called y-axis. So altogether, plane, these axes divide the plane into 4 parts. Each part is called quadrant, and 2 axes, x-axis and y-axis. So altogether 6 parts. any two part, only x-axis and y-axis have a one common point, that is origin. Baki any axis with any quadrant and any quadrant with any quadrant, they are disjoint set. Between first and second quadrant nothing is common. Between any two quadrant no point is common. Between any quadrant and axis nothing is common. Between any quadrant with y-axis nothing is common. Only x-axis and y-axis, they have one point common, and that is a origin. Okay. Now see, in first quadrant you see both x and y are positive, right? This plane we call it as a coordinate plane, right? Now the coordinates of point in a plane. See the following, the figure. We shall first define the coordinates of a point in a plane. What we are going to define? The coordinates of point in a plane. Coordinates of point in a plane. Suppose and learn about the plotting of points in a plane. Also we are going to learn the coordinates of point in a plane we define, and also we discuss about the how to plot point in a plane. First we defined the coordinates of point in a plane, and then we discuss about how to plot the point in a plane. Two things we are going to learn. Now let us take again I draw the figure. See, this is my horizontal line. I call it as x-axis, okay? This is my vertical line. I call it as a y-axis, okay? They intersect at point O, origin whose coordinates are 0, 0. Let P is any point in a plane, okay? Let here all you take unit distance and put the number. Suppose this is 1. Then with same distance 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5, this is 6, and so on. Okay. Unit distance, this side all negative number, -1, then -2, then -3, then -4, -5, and so on. Here on y-axis, this side all positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. This side all negative value of y, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and so on. So you see in first quadrant both x and y are positive. Second quadrant x negative, y positive. Third quadrant x and y both negative. In fourth quadrant x positive, y negative. Suppose P is any point in a plane. P is any point in a plane. Suppose. Let P is any point in a plane. How to determine its coordinates? So, if you want to, how to determine coordinates of point P now? How to determine the coordinates of point P? अगर आपको P के coordinates डिटरमाइन करना है तो क्या करेंगे आप? फर्स्ट यू ड्रॉ परपेंडिकुलर PM perpendicular on x-axis. First point, draw PM perpendicular on OX. Okay? And also draw PN perpendicular on OY. Clear? If I draw perpendicular from P on x-axis, it intersects x-axis at M. And if I draw perpendicular from P on y-axis, it intersects, suppose y-axis at point N. Clear? So, length of segment OM is called x coordinate. क्या? Length OM is called x coordinate or abscissa of point P. Okay, that is 3. Clear? And length ON is called y coordinates of point P, that is also called ordinate of point P, and that is 4. So first entry is always x coordinate and second entry is always y coordinates. So point P, coordinates of point P are 3, 4. The coordinates of point P, we call it as 3, 4. What is coordinates of point P? Coordinates of point P are 3, 4. 3 is x coordinate and 4 is y coordinate. X coordinate is called abscissa and y coordinate is also called ordinate. Okay? So abscissa or x coordinate of point P should be written first, and it is the distance of point P from y-axis. And ordinate or y coordinate of point P should be written as second entry, and it is the distance of point P from x-axis. Because you know OM is PN. So OM is distance of point P from y-axis. Okay? And ON is nothing but PM. So is distance of point P from x-axis. Okay? So y coordinates, x coordinate is distance of point P from y-axis. Okay? X coordinate or abscissa of any point in a plane is perpendicular distance of point P from y-axis. Okay? And y coordinates or ordinate of any point in a plane is perpendicular distance of point P from x-axis. Okay? Clear in your mind? So in above figure I will show you. Clear? So OM is PN. So PN is your x coordinate, and PM is distance of point P from y-axis, from x-axis. So that is a y coordinate. Okay? So point P का coordinate आया 3, 4 because x is 3 and y is 4. And plus or minus sign we put according to the quadrant. Here point P is in first quadrant, so both x and y are positive. Suppose I will take point Q on y-axis. This is my point Q. Then its distance from, I draw perpendicular, right? Suppose point Q somewhere here, and में से मैं perpendicular, same. It is a reflection of point P on in y-axis. Okay. अगर point Q के coordinates लाना है, तो distance of point Q from y-axis is 3, and distance of point Q from x-axis is 4. So distance are same from x and y-axis, but Q के coordinates आएंगे -3 and 4, because x coordinate is negative in second quadrant and y coordinate is positive. Clear? So plus or minus sign will depend on the quadrant in which the point lies. Okay? अगर third quadrant में है point, तो उसका x coordinate भी negative आएगा और y coordinate भी negative आएगा. Okay? So are you clear about all x coordinate and y coordinate? Okay? अब मैं अलग अलग quadrant में दे रही हूँ आपको. If point P is in first quadrant, then x and y both are positive. Okay. If point P is in second quadrant, x and y coordinate कैसे निकालना वो तो मैंने सिखा दिया आपको. डिस्टेंस निकालो और x and y coordinate लिख दो, मगर साइन कैसे रखने का. If point P is in second quadrant, then distance from y axis जो भी आएगा is x coordinate and it should be given negative sign, and y distance from x axis जो भी आएगा it should be given, that is a y coordinate, so it should be given positive sign. If point P is in third quadrant, then find out the x coordinate and y coordinate by using the previous concept, measuring the distance where it cut the x axis and where it cut the y axis, and after getting that coordinates we are giving x coordinate also negative sign and y coordinate also should be given negative sign. Any point P is in fourth quadrant, then x is positive and y is negative. If point is on x-axis, then y coordinate is always 0. So point are of the form x0. Okay? Any point is on y-axis, then x is 0, and point is of the form, कौन सा फॉर्म आएगा, 0y. Okay? 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 So how to write the coordinates of point on x-axis and y-axis? Now the reverse process. Suppose point is reverse process. Suppose coordinates of point are given and how to determine its position. Okay. Now the reverse process, if the coordinates of point are given, of point are given. How to determine its position? How to determine its position in a plane, okay? Let the coordinates of point are 3, 5, suppose, okay? To plot this point, what procedure you have to perform? To plot this point in a plane, okay? What we do? Start from origin O, we count 3 unit. Count 3 unit on the positive direction of x-axis. On the positive direction of x-axis, okay? Mark the correct point as A. Mark the point as A on x-axis, okay? Now, from point A, we move. Now, start from A. We move in the positive direction of y-axis. Positive direction of y-axis and count 5 unit and mark the point as P. Therefore, P is the position of 3, 5 in a plane. Okay? This is a way to determine position of point whose coordinates are given. Okay? Now you can see, we can see P is that point P is at a distance 3 unit from y-axis and 5 unit from x-axis. देखना, मैं बताती हूँ आपको. Again we go back to the figure. I will show you. Suppose coordinates are given as 3, 5. Let us see the figure. This is the figure, okay? Suppose you want to determine the position of point 3, 5. So, let us draw a new figure. 3, 5 नहीं लेते हैं, हम क्या लेते हैं? या 3, 5 लेते हैं. चलो, तो क्या करेंगे हम? पॉइंट ए, इधर एम जहां है वहां ही पॉइंट ए आएगा, राइट? दिस पॉइंट एम, जो हमने एम लिखा है ना, वो आएगा हमारा ए. ए से हम 5 यूनिट ऊपर जाएंगे तो इधर हमारा आएगा पॉइंट पी. इसको हम पी डेक्स ले लेते हैं, P1 ले लेते हैं और इसको हम P ले लेते हैं. चलो, तो ये क्या आएगा? 3, 5. क्या आएगा? इधर से 3 और इधर से 5 यूनिट. we move 5 unit from A. So that will be your 3, 5. Okay? Clear? So both the process I have explained you. A point is given in a plane, how to determine its coordinate, and suppose coordinates are given, then how to determine its position in a plane. Both way, direct and converse process, both I have discussed. Also I have given idea of abscissa and ordinate. Everything is done.